How's it going, Forex Traders? Just truly Desmond Samuel, and I'm back on the screen. I'm back on YouTube yet again. Is yet another weekend with Desmond Samuel, guys. It's been an amazing week so far. We had like the S&P collapse, we had the US30 collapse, the NASDAQ collapse, even the AUD and USD all went ahead to give us some serious amount of pips to the downside. As I did last week, I actually came on here to let you guys know what I was looking at and then what to actually expect in the market. And wow, the market has actually gone ahead to give us exact same play out I called out last week. Isn't it amazing, guys? Like sometimes I literally have to just ask myself, like it's a privilege to be able to predict the market like this, and then it plays out in your favor to the tune of 700 pips. Is a lot of pips, guys, for real. ADJPY 700 pips, I kid you not. Anyway, so for those of you guys who are actually new here, my name is Desmond Samuel, as I said earlier. So welcome to this series. So it is yet another episode of our Forex, market breakdown. All right. So as it stands now, the first pair now, I actually want to talk about is the US30, because I came on here a couple of weeks ago to talk to you guys about the US30 Dow Jones Index, because I could see something on the weekly time frame. Right. So believe the overall trend initially was always going to be bullish anyway, because that is the sentiment with the stock market. It's always bullish. Yeah. So you see this is the Dow Jones Index. So on your brokerage, you could see US30 is the exact same thing. This is just Dow Jones is the same thing. US30 or Dow Jones, yeah. So now looking at this, we've had this ascending trend line here that has given us series of higher lows and then higher highs. So this was the first low. This so ascending lows, all right. So anytime we see ascending lows here on the weekly time frame, this market is actually very very bullish. But then we got to a point, and if you actually remember, I called US30 out right from this point here. Let me just show you guys something real quick. So this is a low, this is a high, higher low, higher high, higher low here. So I called US30 all the way to 47K here. However, I noticed that when we got here, we actually started to range a bit. We actually we were struggling to break above this 45K region, so around here like so. So I said, okay, fine, let me see what the market wants to do around here. So lo and behold, the market came on here and then went ahead to give us 2 weeks of rejection candlesticks here. So this was rejected once, twice, and the market just started to tank. So I said to myself, okay, fine. I came on the higher time frame to just kind of like look at things from a broader perspective, to see things clearer and bigger, and I could tell for free that the market had to even come in for a third touch of a trend and something around here like so. So in hindsight, what was trying to happen here was more or less a double top here. So this was a double top, a reversal pattern. So please take note of this. Anytime you see this kind of chart pattern on the weekly time frame, best believe once neckline breaks out, it's gonna play out. Yeah. So that's why I came on here to let you guys know that as far as US30 is concerned, because I could see the inner trend line here was actually broken out. All right. So I said to myself, okay, fine. Let's see how the market reacts around this neckline here. If you do see a decent, pullback or a break at the retest around here, will actually go short, and that was exactly what happened. So as soon as I saw the weekly time frame neckline break of double top, all I had to do was go down to the daily time frame and allow the trend within the trend to line up. That is within this downtrend, because I mean, anytime you see a chart pattern, as I said earlier on, anytime you see a chart pattern and then you see the neckline get broken, that is a reversal chart pattern depending on the time frame. So on the weekly time frame is where we actually look out for chart patterns like this. So once I could see this and then I saw the neckline break here, all I ever had to do was just chill for the market to break the neckline and give me something of a pullback, and I saw that pullback somewhere around here. So it was just very very simple. So I scaled even lower to the 4 hour time frame, guys. You see how I'm working my way down to the 4 hour time frame. I don't execute on the daily, neither do I execute on the weekly or the monthly. I only use those time frames just to get like the broader picture. I don't even execute on the daily time frame. Most times I even go as low as a 1 hour time frame. I just like to trade in the direction of the overall flow of the river, which in this case happens to be south, depending um regarding this chart pattern here. So this happens to be south. So all I had to do was just scale down to the 4 hour time frame. It was always going to be a counter trend line play somewhere around here like so. So counter trend line play, and then also this was a Fibonacci here, because if you actually look closely, let me just get rid of this guy. So if you actually look closely here, as the market began to give us this chart pattern formation here, already I can see some lower highs formation here. So this was the initial high. This was the initial high. This is another high. So descending highs. All right. So this is high. This is a low, lower high, lower low, lower high somewhere around here. And technically speaking, if this market wants to even continue lower, it has to come and give you at least a lower high here. Entries are somewhere around here, and then it will now come and give you at least an equal low, if not a lower low. All right, so it was always going to be a very simple textbook entry, nothing serious here. Just again count your waves properly. This is the high, this is the lower high, lower low, lower high here. So it was a simple counter trend and break on the 4 hour time frame. So once I could see that counter trend and break formation somewhere around here, like this guy, let's put this guy back to be. So once I saw that counter trend and break here, entries were stops were above structure. And guys, please take note of this. You can see what happened there. I'm not a big fan of entering trades somewhere around here and then now putting your stops here. You just get stopped out. You can see the market even spiked out and then came to test the trend line again. So what you do is put your stops above structure and allow the market work in your favor. All right. So long story short, for US30, it was a very simple trade, very easy one. It was, I mean, these patterns repeat themselves. And this is why I urge you guys to go ahead and enroll for the mentorship program, guys. Just $100. Learn how you can see in 1 week, see what we were able to do in 1 week. All right, so it's crazy on one move like this. It's crazy. Those of you guys who trade proprietary firm accounts in one move, you could pass your prop phase one from here to here. This is magnitude of pips to the downside. You feel me? So yeah, long story short, US30 has gone ahead to hit TP1 and TP2. And if you actually remember, I said to you guys that my TP1 was always going to be somewhere around here. All right, so TP1 was always going to be here because this was where the market reversed from as at the time. This was as I think September 2024. So I expected the market to come in and then at least experience some sort of a relaxation somewhere around here. But that didn't happen. We usually just blew through. All right, so this is amazing. All right, so that's just that for US30. We're actually gonna head to hit TP1 and then we're right on the way to hitting TP2. And but for the coming week, since we're still a few more people shy of hitting TP2, my prime target was always gonna be this blue bar somewhere around here, like so. So scaling back to the 3 daily time frame, yeah. And guys, once I execute my trades on the 4 hour time frame or the 1 hour time frame, I hold in the direction of the overall flow, which happens to be all the way down here. So you see, I can use stop loss for as little as 50 pips or 30 pips in most cases to catch all this wave, all this 800, 700, 600 points to the downside. That's exactly how I trade. I don't make my entries on the daily time frame. That's what you guys do not understand. I don't do it on the daily time frame. I do it on the 4 hour and the 1 hour time frame. Feel me? So yeah, we've got this whole move here, and now we're actually approaching a very delicate zone here, which was this demand level that I actually caught out earlier. So moving into next week here, what I would like to see is this. I like to see how the market reacts around here, but best believe I would actually think I'm gonna knock in like one more entry somewhere around here, like so I can see this was where the market took like a pause before actually continuing to the downside. So let's see how the market reacts around here. It's getting down to the 4 hour time frame. This is exactly how it looks. So I'm gonna be watching these two levels carefully. It's either we get a pullback into at least 40k 400 or we actually blow through this blue bar here. But in any case, the market has to balance out properly before we actually come and talk about reversals. Yeah. But as far as this chart pattern is concerned, this was always going to reverse the market. No matter how long it took, this was always going to reverse the market. This is the clear textbook double top here. No iota of that whatsoever. The market played out in our favor, just as I said. If you doubt me, you can always go back and watch my most recent video, guys. I think I'll leave the link somewhere around here. So I entered this trade. I think I'll leave the screenshot somewhere around here so you two can see for yourself. All right. So make sure that you grab the mentorship program. This was a very simple trade. Yeah. So already I could see that this is a low, this is a high, low, higher, high. Technically speaking, the market has to come in and give us a high low somewhere around here. So that was exactly what the market had to come and do. And I capitalized on this because I know my onions and I hope you guys do as well. And if you don't, you're welcome to the Telegram community. Grab the mentorship program. And if you don't, you're welcome to the Telegram community. Grab the mentorship program. Just $100, guys. Just enroll for the mentorship and learn how to trade. Guys, we have 8 months to the end of the year. There's still enough time. This is Q2 and look at how we've started Q2 on a very solid foot, guys. You have no idea what is to come. Okay, so make sure you grab the course and do yourself a favor to subscribe to the channel and stay glued to learn forensic already. All right, so that's just that for US30. So coming up for US30, I think we should allow the market, just breathe a bit. Just allow the market relax. We'll make tons of money from here to here, so allow it breathe a bit. So let's see what the market does in the coming weeks. I'll be here to let you guys know exactly what to do and what not to do as usual. Moving on now, we have the NASDAQ. So NASDAQ, on the other hand, I actually call NASDAQ also to the downside, which again, you can always check my previous videos here. So, alright guys, so I always say these things to you guys, like if you're trading the US30 or the NASDAQ or the DAX, the German 30, you really want to mirror what SP500 is doing because that is more like the big brother of all of these pairs. Alright, so long story short, as soon as I saw the SP500 double top, I saw the neckline break here. I knew that NASDAQ and US30 and also German index was always going to move to the downside. Yeah, and as you can see clearly, we've actually gone ahead to smash we just blew through TP1. All right, so we came really close to very, very few pips shy of hitting TP2, which was always going to be our final TP. Yeah. So why exactly did I go ahead to execute this trade? Very simple. If I plot my trend as like so, I can see that we're out of this upward trend for the moment. This is how it looked. All right, so once I scroll down to the daily time frame, I could see that we had this double top formation here, and then neckline break, and then pullbacks here. So it was always going to be again a 4-hour time frame entry. So you see how I'm working my way all the way to the 4-hour time frame. So for those of you guys who actually think I made my entries on the daily or on the weekly time frame, I don't do that, guys. I just look at the overall trend there, and then so this was always going to be a simple counter trend and entry. So entries were somewhere around here, stops were above structure, and we rode this guy all the way to the downside, guys, all the way past TP1. Blew through TP1 somewhere around here, like so. I think here was TP1, if I'm not mistaken. So if you really want to know how to set your TPs, simply look left. All right, it's always when the market reversed at recently that the market will most likely take a halt or reverse from. So in that case, it was somewhere around here, like so, and we just smashed through TP1, and then we're going all the way to TP. If you really want to learn how I do this, grab the mentorship program, man. It's literally next to nothing here. So it's not about the amount it costs you, it's about what it ends up saving you. All right, so you really don't want to keep bullying accounts. So just grab the mentorship program once and for all, just $100. So we have the NASDAQ. By the way, if you see US Tech or you see NASDAQ, is exact same thing, yeah, exact same thing on your brokerage. So from here to here, I could see that we had enough space to the downside. So in the coming week here, what I actually want to be looking out for the market is a pullback into 18,000 basis points. Once you get that pullback down into 18,000 basis points, which was where the market actually reversed from, and then also there was some simple supply levels around here, like so. So a pullback into 18,000 basis points will actually go short on this down the 1 hour time frame, guys. So I don't really like to go down to the 1 hour time frame, but I just want to show you guys that this thing actually works on the 1 hour time frame. Whatever time frame you're using, guys, just do analysis on the higher time frame. You make your entries on the 1 hour 15 minutes time frame, whatever thing works for you. But for me, I like to stick to the 4 hour and then mostly the 1 hour time frame. So going into next week, I need to see Nasdaq pull into at least 18,000 basis points somewhere around here. Like so, once I see a nice little candlestick formation somewhere around here, maybe an evening star or something, I can actually hop on this share and then ride it go all the way down to 17K again. All right, so that's just that for Nasdaq in a nutshell. So working our way all the way from the weekly time frame, we came to the daily time frame, we came on 4 hour time frame, then went all the way down to the 1 hour time frame. See how it works, guys. It works like crazy. All right, so we had such an impulsive drive to the upside from here. So I'm just watching the guy carefully to see if the market is going to reverse from here or even coming deeper to this point here. So let's see what happens on Nasdaq. All right. So, but for now, going into next week, a pull back into at least 18K region here will give us another decent entry, opportunity to actually ride this guy all the way down to 16K. All right. So that's just that for the Nasdaq so far. Nothing much. Nothing extraordinary. And if you actually plot your trend line like this, you can see that the market could potentially come in even deeper. Let me see something real quick, could actually come in even deeper to this region somewhere around here, like so. But let's see how the market reacts. All right. So that's just that for Nasdaq. By the way, if you found value so far in this video, I want you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon as well. And then also, I leave a link to the Telegram community that you can actually come and join us and trade real time, guys. All right. So that's just that for Nasdaq in a nutshell. Let's see what happens in the coming week. All right. So I'll be here to let you guys know exactly how you can capitalize on any new developments in the markets. All right, guys, on to the next. Now we have the AUD JPY. As I said, I told you guys that I was going for nothing less than 700 pips to the downside, and that's exactly what the market is going to have to give to me. You know why? Because I know my onions. I knew what I saw in the market. Guys, don't play with me, bro. I tell you guys, I'm looking for 700 pips. I knew. Listen, guys, if you check I think I'll drop a video on the Japanese index again, and then let you guys know what I'm seeing there. According to what I'm seeing on the JPY index, we have some more downside on this price. All right, so it all started on a monthly time frame. On a very faithful day, I came on a monthly time frame. I could see supply level held tightly. I saw a bearish engulfing monthly candlestick, guys. This is crazy. Anytime you're in a trade or you're doing your own analysis and you come across something like this, best believe it is signaling a huge selling pressure. Yeah. So, and if you doubt me, you can always go back and check. Anytime you have a bearish monthly engulfing candlestick close, the following months will always be like bearish. All right, so here this is huge selling pressure here, and then followed by this whole drop here. All right, so all I ever had to do was mark up my levels on the weekly time frame. Yeah. And by the way, if you want to say detailed analysis on this pair, I did that in my previous videos. I think like last 2 weeks, which I'll leave the link somewhere around here, like so. So I could see descending highs again on this pair. So I could see a high, I could see a low, lower high here, lower low somewhere around here. So it was always going to be a very very easy, simple trade for me. All right. So all I ever did was go down to the daily time frame again. Make sure that the trend on the daily time frame goes in line with the overall trend on the weekly time frame, which in this case happens to be bearish. Yeah. So what I had to do was very very simple. I came on here and I started to mark out my supply levels, because in this case here, when the market is actually bearish, all I look for is supply levels to sell from. Please take note, when the market is actually printing bearish patterns, all I look out for is supply levels to actually sell and ride the overall trend to the downside. You feel me? So in on that note here, I came on here, I could see, this is a high, this is a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Technically speaking, yeah, after giving us a lower low, he had the lower high. The market has to at least come and give us an equal low somewhere around here, even if it wants to reverse. But according to the principles of a downtrend, it has to come in and give me at least a lower, at least an equal low here. All right, so and that was what the market did. Not only did it do that, it actually went ahead to give me a new low and smashed my TP for 700 pips, as I said. You feel me? So the entry was very very simple. Again, this is the daily time frame. Walked away from the monthly to the weekly. Now this is the daily time frame. All I ever had to do was I could see another supply level somewhere around here, like so. So this was an impulsive drop, supply level here, and then market came back and tested it nicely and then went down. This was where we went short initially. Remember, we went short this place somewhere around here. Again, I saw that exact same thing pattern, exact same pattern again happened. Supply level here, midway here. So we had like a pause here, so a little drop, base drop here, and then all I had to do was mark up the level. I said to myself, okay, fine, this is where I want to wait for the market to pull into, and that was exactly what it did. And by the way, if you doubt me, I came on here to let you guys know that this market was ready to drop. All right, so all I ever did was wait for this guy to pull into these supply levels again. Standard procedure students, you guys know how we do it, man. So I had to just wait for this guy to pull in deeper into this point and give me a decent entry confirmation. So I scaled down to the 4 hour time frame again. See how I use my multi-time frame analysis, guys. I don't play with this market, bro. All right, so all you ever took was a simple counter trend and break and an entry. Yeah, so all I did was come on here like so. So I plotted my trend lines nicely. So entries were here, stops were above structure. The market did pull back again, started playing around, playing around. So in the course of this pullback and all of those things, yeah, I held on to my trades, guys. If you doubt me, I'll leave a screenshot here. I held on to my trades because I knew for a fact that as far as the weekly time frame and daily time frame and the monthly time frame has actually told me sell, I see no reason as to why I would panic and close my trades. And then also, this is another trick for you guys. I'm not really a big fan of stalking the market every single time I place my trades. So what I do is I set alerts. So I leave alerts on the. By the way, all my trades are actually closed out at the moment because of smash all TP for 700 pips on the dot. So, but what I do most times is I leave. You see this here. So my stop loss was somewhere around here. So I use something called alerts on TradingView, guys. There is a feature called alerts. So instead of stalking the market and panicking and getting anxious, all I ever did was I just placed an alert here where my stop loss was. I said to myself, okay, fine, I've entered this trade here. I'm in this trade. I think it was somewhere around here, like so. So I said, I'm actually in this trade. Whatever this market wants to do, as far as we remain below this supply level here, I'm actually good. And guess what? The market played around, did play around, play around. I got all manner of DMs and comments, guys. Hold on to your trades. All right, so all. Alright guys, so what I did was I came on here, yeah, I put my stop losses here and then entries were here. Then I wrote this guy all the way down for 700 pips, guys. 700 cool pips in one stretch. In one stretch. In one move, guys. 700 pips. Think about that for a second. Think about that. Alright, so if you want to trade like me, just grab the program, man. Just $100, literally just $100, and roll for the mentorship program. Save yourself the stress of trial and error. I found what works. I found what works. Go ahead and help yourself as well. All right. So that's just that for ADJPY. And yep. So from the look of things here, going to next week, like I said, this is an impulsive drop here. Obviously, the market has to pull back into at least 91 price points around here. And then we'll actually hop on some lower time frame trades on the 1 hour time frame. But as far as ADJPY is concerned, I've made tons of profit from this market, and I'm not in a rush to enter any other trade. Matter of fact, I think I'll just chill for maybe a week and just go over the trades. And guys, this is the thing about excellence here. You must always learn to audit your work. You must always learn to audit. If you get a winning trade, like now that I've gotten this magnitude of pivot to the downside here, I will go back and watch my video again and then ask myself, like, what exactly did I do right that made this market play out in my favor? That's how you learn. That's how you learn. You guys have one losing trade, you're off. So you learn from the wins and your losses. Find out what you did right that made the market give you the money it gave you, and then find out what you did wrong that made you the market hit your stop loss. That's how you learn from your mistakes, guys. Because the market, nothing is new, guys. The patterns are always gonna be the same for real. It's the exact same supply and demand levels here. The market just dropped. So find out why it worked for you and find out why it worked for me as well. By always coming back to watch this video as many times as possible. And then also I leave these videos on YouTube so you can always come back and watch them over and over and over again. You can actually see how we worked ADJPY right from the top here, right from this point, I think inside of here all the way down here. So plus or minus, if you actually measure this carefully, we've done well over at least 1,000 pips on ADJPY, at least 1,000 pips. Right from this first point here all the way down here, we've done well over 1,000 pips. Well over 1,000 pips. All right. So, and this was just one pair, one move. This is 1,000 pips on the dot. So that's just that for ADJPY. You too can catch 700 pips like I did. You too can catch 1,000 pips if and only if you can actually settle down and learn properly. Grab the mentorship program and sort yourself out. All right, so that's just that for ADJPY. By the way, if you found value so far in this video, I want you to go ahead and then subscribe to my channel and turn the bell icon as you do so. All right, guys, now on to USDJPY. I came on here last week to let you guys know what I was looking at USDJPY. I said that I'm actually planning to go short on this pair. And what exactly did I see that made me think about going short on this pair? Again, levels, man. The levels never really lie. So I saw that the market had actually broken below 150 region, which was where we're actually looking at, some weeks ago. I said to you guys that if I can get the market break below 150, that we're actually good to go to short this guy. So I already saw a lower high from here, and this was also a supply level play somewhere around here, like so. So the market was most likely going to go to the length of this entire drop here. So when I now scale down to the daily time frame, guys, daily time frame play. All right, so this is how it looked. Already I was seeing a high. This is a lower high, lower high, somewhere around here, like so. So I said to myself, if the market is going to continue lower, it has to give me at least an equal low somewhere around here. So by the time I saw this thing on a daily time frame, I saw it supply level here, and I marked it down, and I said, okay, find Desmond Samuel and the team of Desmond Samuel. Let us wait for the market to pull into at least 151 or 150 region and give us a decent entry confirmation. Once you get that entry confirmation, starts to be above structure here, and they will actually knock this guy down again. Simple counter trend line break on the 4-hour time frame. Guys, you need to grab the mentorship program. You see how we're actually breaking down trades in like 20 minutes, man. Like, bro, in 10 minutes I already knew that I was going to short USDJPY for real. So from here all the way to here, so all he just took was just a simple counter trend line break here. Entries were here, then we'll actually held this guy all the way down, man. Ignore the shenanigans. As far as this market remains below this supply level here and your stops above structure where they ought to be, don't panic for real. Don't panic. All right, so the market has gone on to give us roughly about 300 pips, if I'm not mistaken, from 150, 500 all the way to 146. We've gone around maybe 330 pips there about from here to here, and now we have room to the downside right at 140. And I'm still keen on my 140 target. I still believe that USJPY will tank all the way to 140. You know why? Because of what the Japanese index is doing at the moment. I can tell you for free that USJPY is going to drop all the way to 140. So what we need to do is very, very simple. Allow the market to breathe. All right, so we'll knock this guy all the way to the downside. It needs some time to recover and breathe. All right, obviously profit taking somewhere around here, and you need to understand that you're not the only one shorting USDJPY. Yeah, a lot of other institutions went short on USDJPY. So believe me, this is profit taking zone around here. So let's see how the market reacts around this level somewhere around here. Like so, I do see some supply level play. So if the market does rotate to the downside from here, best believe on the pullback is not actually hope on this guy. So plus or minus, we still have roughly about 500 pips to go on USD So I have no iota of doubt whatsoever that USD will definitely hit my prime target at 140 or even 141, right? Because that was where the market reversed significantly before, but right now I'm sat on my hands. I have no trades open anymore on the yen pairs. All right, so I've gone on to lock out all my trades. I've made tons of flips across the board, across US30, NASDAQ, across S&P, across what's it called, ADJPY. I've actually gone ahead to make tons of pips from those pairs. So across the board, we've made roughly 1,500 pips, even not 2,000 pips across all these pairs. So we're gonna have to make roughly 1,500 pips across all of these pairs. Magnitude of pips in a week, guys. In a week. Why? Because I knew exactly what the market was about to do, and I capitalized on it. Which is why, again, I urge you guys to grab the mentorship program, guys. You save yourself the stress, and I teach you, guys. I teach you what works. Believe me, this thing works even on the lower time frame. I personally do not like to go on a 15 minutes time frame, but this thing works across multiple time frames. Yeah? So if you're a day trader, you're a scalper, you're a swing trader, hop on the mentorship program, help yourself. Believe me, guys, this thing actually works. Guys, you have 8 months to the end of the year, man. You have enough time to learn anything you want to learn. So as things stand on USJPY, we're actually gonna head to hit TP1. So my TP2 is at 140 or 141. All right, that is exactly what I'm going for, and I have no answer of that. Like I said, USJPY will definitely collapse all the way to 141 or 140. If you doubt me, again, stick around and see. By the way, guys, if you found value so far in this video, I urge you to actually go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell icon, guys. I'm so excited to always come here to talk to you guys, like to share my knowledge with you guys and show you guys that no matter where you are in the world, as far as you are actually serious about trading, you grab mentorship program, you digest my guys. I have actually gone ahead to your journey in forex that ought to take you around 6 months to 1 year to learn how to trade profitably. I've actually gone ahead to actually compress it into 2 weeks, guys. In 2 weeks you're done with the program, and then you can go ahead and try, and you get to trade exact same pairs I trade on YouTube as well. Believe me, guys, without me, come and check it out for yourself. Yeah. So USDJPY in a nutshell, we have space all the way to 141, at least 140. So we have roughly 500 pips to go on this guy. I am not done with this pair. I only close out my trades. All right, so that's just that for USDJPY. I have no iota of that this pair has some 500 pips somewhere to give to us. So you just do us a favor and grab the mentorship program, and then also be sure to subscribe as you turn on the bell icon as well. Help yourself, guys. Help yourself, and then also leave a like on this video so that YouTube can recommend this video to as many people as possible. All right, so that's just that for USDJPY. So in the coming weeks here, I need to see how this market reacts from around here. Like so, if we do see another entry confirmation here, I'll be here on YouTube, guys. I go nowhere. I'm here on YouTube today, you guys know exactly what's happening. All right, so that's just that. All right, guys. Now on to crude oil. I said to you guys that I was actually looking to go short on crude oil somewhere around here, like so, and the market has actually gone ahead to do that. And now this is the weekly time frame, guys, and the market looks like it's breaking below the $70 a barrel region, which is somewhere around here. Let me just adjust this guy nicely, and I can see for a fact the market looks like it wants to collapse. So I mean, it's a bit early to talk about crude oil collapse, but let me just show you guys something, because this is a descending triangle. So this is a descending triangle somewhere around here, like so. So this is already looking like the market wants to go downwards. All right, so if anytime you're in the market and you see stuff, let me just get rid of this whole thing. All right, so let me just show you guys something real quick. Anytime you're in the market or you see any pattern like this descending triangle pattern, like so, that the market goes from this high all the way to this point here, best believe if it breaks out to the downside, it's gonna drop all the way. All right, if it breaks to the upside, it's gonna rally all the way. So it just depends on which direction the market ends up breaking out into. If it breaks to the downside, this is a huge selling pressure here. If it also breaks to the upside, it's a huge buying pressure. So, and recently on Bloomberg, OPEC just increased supply, oil supply, and you guys know that when there is a huge supply, it drives down the price of an asset. So as it stands here, in the coming weeks here, I know it's a bit early, but I do see crude oil dropping. At least if this breakout sustains, we could see crude oil at least at somewhere around $48 a barrel, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around here, like so. So let me just add a nice link. So somewhere around 40, 47, $42 a barrel. All right, so in Okay, so all things being equal, yeah, if this breakout sustains, because this is the weekly time frame, if we do continue lower like this, I have no iota of doubt that we could even see crude oil at least 35 or $40 a barrel in the coming weeks. That's just in all honesty, because we're gonna head to hit my first TP was around $65 a barrel. If you guys actually remember, I called out crude oil somewhere around here. I said to you guys that this guy was obviously coming to my $65 a barrel price point, and he did just that. And now this is the weekly time frame. I'm starting to break down here. So if you see another weekly candle break below here again, further. So if you end up seeing another weekly candle down here again, best believe crude oil could be going to $35 a barrel. And that brings us to the end of this episode, guys. Thank you so much for sticking through to the end, guys. I do appreciate your efforts and your support as well. And be sure to leave a like and comment, guys. YouTube sends me every single comment you make on the channel. I see each and every one of them. You know how they send it to me? Via email. All right, so you can find the link to my Telegram community in the pinned comment, the link to my socials in the pinned comment, my recommended broker in the pinned comment, and then also if you want to enroll for the mentorship program here, my email is, you can reach out to me for partnerships or for any single thing that you want. I'm here for you guys. I go nowhere, guys. So guys, yeah, laugh at the man. All right, so peace out and stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll catch you guys again. For now, be safe.